Real quick with 7 times 3. Hey man, say man. What's going on, folks? Quarter Zip Thursday. Everybody's favorite car salesman, Cam the Closer. Y'all, today, I got my boy Mr. Drews.
JJ, tell them how's your experience.
Shit, it was amazing, bro. Yeah, it was amazing. They got me rolling out with that scat. Less than a day, we out.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got another couple buying a car they really can't afford. Let's get right to it.
You have a literal $773 3-cent monthly payment, even though you make $1,700 a month. What is wrong with you? What is with Americans? You know, speaking of cultures and how Western culture is a superior culture in this world so far, we have failed at this. Endless highway building and endless car dependency, and then you thinking you need a new car that is half your income. What the f is wrong with you? A $40,000 balance, $539 as well. What's the value? What's the value? This is crazy. It's only worth 34. It's only worth 34.
Wow.
A 2026 CRV?
34. We clocked in her VIN, dude.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm being told you thought you haggled on it like a classic Middle Eastern. And usually you think you're the best hagglers. Usually it's like watches in the mall, but
I got it for pretty good.
well, no. It's worth 34. What's the interest rate on this?
4.99.
He pays on that one, not me.
That's actually not a bad interest rate. It's just the out-the-door price. He probably did negotiate. And Toyotas and Hondas, they're not really negotiating on those prices.
Nissan Rogue with Platinum.
What kind of payment you want to look at?
450, 500.
How much money have you got to put down?
The maximum would probably be 1,500.
Okay, so that Platinum Rogue, let's say, is a $40,000 car. 0% interest, you'd be looking at probably an $800 a month payment.
Okay.
Can you live with that? Is that where you want to?
0% interest and $800 car payment. I don't know, guys. I don't think that's right.
If we could get it down a little less, it'd be all right.
Let's look at this. Different trim levels, of course, it steps up in price. If we drop back to, say, the SV, and right now we've got a $3,500 rebate, we'll take that off the price of the vehicle. I'll probably get you in that car for about $10,000 less. It's not going to have all the bells and whistles, but if you don't need all the fancy stuff,
$10,000 is a big step.
that's about $200 a month. Now you're looking at probably somewhere around a $600 a month payment.
That sounds like a winner to me.
All right, don't you hang tight. I'm going to go out here and get one, bring it up, and let you look at it. This is the 2026 Nissan Rogue. It's an SV trim level. Gets 37 to 38 miles a gallon. What the Nissan Rogue has is called 180-degree doors.
Oh.
See how wide that opens?
Yeah.
If you got little ones, you got your grandbabies, you can put a car seat in here, you can sit them right in here. And to my knowledge, this is one of the only vehicles that's got those wide opening doors. Plenty of room in the back, electric tailgate.
I like that.
What do you think?
I like it. We'll give it a try.
All right, let's go do some paperwork.
First of all, I'm not paying $600. I'm not paying $800 for no daggone Nissan Rogue. That's crazy. You can buy a used one and pay $400 or $500 a month if you just have to have a Rogue.
Gotcha. My credit score is a pretty low.
You were interested in the Grand Cherokee that we have?
Yes. So I talked to one of your sales reps, and he told me that all I needed was a cosigner. So whenever I'm ready to have a cosigner fill out the application or able to work with me.
Who was it that you spoke to that told you that? Because I don't
Michael.
Michael, okay. Because I don't have a salesperson, Michael. Could it have been a different dealership? Because we typically don't tell people that they need a cosigner over the phone until like you actually come in and we run the credit and everything.
I've been getting a lot of my dealership messages sometimes.
So how long ago was the repossession?
Last year. The repossession should have happened towards the winter time.
Okay, I got you. So it's been over 12 months since then?
Not 12, probably about 6 months.
Gotcha. Have you reestablished any credit since then, or?
Besides a credit card and paying it on time.
Okay.
That's just about it. I've been just trying to pay bills and stuff like that on time.
Yeah,
Now, I can say I think my credit has took a couple hits because, again, I still went to try to get a car and have went to 2 places and they weren't able to help me. So I believe that kind of probably could have affected my credit, but not too.
Okay. What's the credit score? What did they tell you you're at?
They just told me I'm at a 470, I think.
Gotcha.
480.
All right. Well,
470 and you're in there trying to buy a car. I mean, I know people need transportation, but a 470, that's going to be a little tough to do.
I mean, listen, it's going to come down to the type of vehicle you're trying to get into. I mean, things happen, repossessions and stuff. That's life. It happens, unfortunately. But I do have some programs. As long as you're not looking to get into a Range Rover or a Lamborghini,
Right.
You got a job, you got some money down. It's possible, but we would need you here in person. I'll text you my contact info. Just let me know when you have the time. Just swing by. I'll be able to tell you, you know, if it's enough money down, you'll leave in the car. If you need more money down or a little help or I'm a co-signer, then we'll go that route. But this way, at least you know exactly where you're at.
Okay.
Awesome. I'll text you my address. Just let me know when you're available to swing by.
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon.
No, thank you. You have a good rest of your day today.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
It's gonna be super hard for her to find a co-signer with a 470 credit score. I don't think anybody would trust her. I know I wouldn't, and we talk about that on this channel all the time. It seems like she needs to regroup and probably go through her bank, her credit union. She got to bank with somebody. She probably have a better chance getting approved through them than this dealership, because they're gonna hit her with a super high interest rate. I guarantee it.
And I'm on a 72-month loan. The goal is to pay it off as quick as possible. We're just going to ignore that loan because it's going to be less than that. I have positive equity on my other cars, so that rolled over for my down payment, and then I took out, I think, $3K from my own pocket. I honestly don't remember. Girl math for me, because that was all cash, so it didn't really leave my bank account. I've had my car for about a month, and the first car payment is finally due, which I was dreading to see. And listen, before y'all judge me in the comments, I've wanted this car for so long, and you only live once. I could literally die tomorrow and they're gonna come pick up the car. But guess what? I got to drive it. So,
you know, a lot of people say that. A lot of people live by that motto. Oh, I can die tomorrow. But you might not. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to be able to afford whatever that car payment is when you leave that dealership. I get it, but you can't always go by that, because that's crazy logic.
anyways, my car payment, I believe, is $771 per month.
Yeah.
It's actually my most expensive bill though, so it's okay. But the plan is any extra cash that I make will be going towards the principal of the car, and this is how much I made in that month. Plus, I got a couple Zelle payments. We're gonna go deposit this in the bank, pay the car payment, and then put all of this towards the principal. I'm back from the bank in cash. I originally had $809. I spent $165 on my hair, so that left me with a total of $644. Then I received 2 Zelle payments, which gives me a total of $774, which is basically my car note. So basically I'm paying twice in 1 month. In total, I am paying $1,545 for my first car payment. New loan total is a whopping $43,951. I'll see y'all next month and see if we can like triple it or something.
I mean, I see what she's doing. That's the reason why I showed this clip. I mean, that's a good way to pay it down quick. And I understand her logic on paying it off faster by making extra payments to the principal. But $43,000, that's a lot. She got a long way to go.
You're at $839 a month.
Uh-oh, $839.
Yeah. Now that doesn't include Costco, so figure $80 less if we can get that in there. Yeah. And then again, I don't have the color either, and I don't want to make that an issue.
Yeah, sure.
So,
wow.
I want to sell you a car, and I know you want to buy a car. And you know, I don't know if you can stay, but in my experience, I'll just be straightforward with you. When you leave, I'm not going to see you, and I'm not saying I'm not, but my odds are going to go down on whether or not I see you.
Yeah, I understand.
You pick up the phone, you call somebody else. You know, I want to be your guy. Can I sell you a car?
That's true. A lot of times the salesman will sit there and wait for you to crack, but I just sit there and stare. Either you're going to sell me the car for the price I'm asking for, or I leave. Bottom line.
What do you think?
It's all the strategy.
Do we need to sell our car first? Are these all the final fees included? Like, is there anything on top of what's on the paper?
No, I don't do hidden stuff. I gotta ask. I'm telling you, I don't know what he's gonna say. You know, on Costco. So, but I would need to know. Hey, yes, I'll buy the car right now if you can figure out a way with Costco. And I'm not using that as a game or anything like that. I really don't know. So,
I like the car. That's my only question. Like, are we gonna have 3 cars in the driveway? Is that okay?
See, that's another thing you never tell the dealer. Oh, I like the car. You never act desperate, because that'll keep them. They won't move. They won't budge on the price because they feel like you're desperate for the car. So all they have to do is wait you out. So never act like you're desperate or you are so in love with the vehicle. That's the #1 mistake a lot of people make.
Financially,
then I'll drive it for a little bit if you want. If you don't want to have, I mean, I can park the scooter.
as long as you can pay for it.
Right? Hey, I'll get at that payment. I'll do 1 month payment. I mean, that's not too bad.
Yeah, okay.
That's really my only thing.
Do you have more time than you told me?
I don't know.
Listen, buying a car is a process. The quicker you get it over with, the quicker you can just enjoy everything. Yeah. I know you want to do things. If you let me do my job to the fullest, you know, you'll end up walking out of here happy.
See, this guy's good. This guy's really good. He knows the lingo, how to get people to crack. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be aware of this stuff, guys. And if you are in the market to buy a car, get my checklist. The link is in the description. It'll help you to understand some of the questions you need to ask, or some of the things they may ask you, what to look for. I've been getting a lot of good feedback from the checklist, so check it out. The link is in the description. But I hope you guys can learn something from this video today. I got some new equipment, guys, that finally came in. I had my mic, but they had sent the wrong one, so I had to wait for them to resend it. But I got some new equipment in, guys, so the videos are going to change up a little bit. It should be a lot clearer. The sound should be a little better. So if you're new to the channel and you like videos like this, man, hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.